This conference will now be recorded.
So last Friday we learned about terms of payment and cash discount. Terms of payment and cash discount. Okay, fine. Now today we'll try to understand the difference between check and deposit slip.
Sir, cash
Yeah,
discount has been told, sir.
cash discount.
It hasn't been discussed.
I did not get you, Surya. I'm sorry. It was not completed. Are you talking?
Yes, sir. You haven't said cash discount.
Last Friday we have discussed, am I right? 1 second, let me show you. So last Friday we have discussed on 1st of October. This we have discussed, am I right? Surya, have you joined on Friday?
Yes, yeah, I had a small power cut. Maybe that's the reason. Oh.
Okay. So it was discussed already. Okay, this was explained clearly. So if you want, we'll discuss once again later, not now. So if you want, definitely we'll discuss once again in future.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
You can go through my video recording session. If you have any doubts, you can come back to me. Otherwise, if you have any doubts, we'll discuss later. Okay. Last Friday we have discussed in detail. Fine. Now, just I want to understand to everyone the difference between one is check, another one is deposit slip. So in our English, our check is CHEQE, but in the system it is CHECK. Okay. So I need to discuss with you all here. Your presence is most important. Fine. Now there is always received check. One is issued check. Another one is received check. There are two things. Let me open this file. Organization. For this vendors, you are giving check. That is issued check. And this one from the customers, you are receiving check. That is received check. So understood the difference between issued check and received check? Any confusion here? One is issued check, another one is received check. Are you clear? Any confusion? You are issuing check means checkbook is with you. Checkbook is with you, and you are issuing check to vendors or suppliers. Whereas you are receiving checks from customers, from your companies, like to whom you have sold. That company has given check and you are receiving check. So issued check in the system, this is the field name is check only, but received check is, it will not be a check field called check, it is reference number with reference number plus deposit slip. This is received check. What is this? I will explain you. Okay. One is issued check, another one is received check. Now in your hand one check is there. Okay, this will be useful to your career also. This is one check you have received, in your hand one check is there. I'm giving you example, like now I have given check to you, or you have given check to me against fee. You have given check to me. Your check is SBI check, State Bank of India check you have given. Okay, to me. I don't have SBI Bank, State Bank I don't have. Then I have, suppose, HDFC Bank. What I will do, I will take my check, whatever the check you have received from you, and I will go to the bank and I will do it. Now I'm just starting like whatever you have received check, whatever you have given check to me, then what I will do, from my home, first I will go to my bike and I will take my bike. I will start, or my car, I will take my car and I will reach bank. I will reach bank. Then I will park my car or bike in some parking area, some safe area. Once I will walk to the bank. Now continue what you will do. If you receive a check, I want your participation. So you have taken one check from your friend and you have taken bike and you reach to HDFC Bank and you parked your bike in the parking area, some area, and you are walking now. Now tell me, continue what you will do if you receive a check. Can anyone please voluntary?
Take a deposit challan. I'll fill the details in the bank challan and I will deposit to the bank.
So can you elaborate, anyone? Otherwise you also can you elaborate little bit more? So I have opened the door. The security guy is there. Okay, he is monitoring you. Okay, now you have opened. Then what you will do? Little bit more steps. Whatever you said, it is correct, but little bit more inside. So you opened the door. The security guy is there. Okay, he is asking you like, what do you want? Then I want to deposit this check. Then he will suggest you like, take the deposit slip. You have taken one deposit slip, and you need to write down your check reference numbers and everything. But security guy, sometimes he will suggest you. So if it is a check, put it in the drop box. Put it in the drop box. He will suggest you. Suppose you have taken a deposit slip and you have attached the check, whatever you have received from your friend, it was attached, and you will write down the check number, date, bank, and everything you will enter in the deposit slip. And there is a deposit slip will have 2 pieces. Deposit slip will have 2 pieces. So you will enter check number here, bank, and the amount you will enter here, and you will sign on the respective thing, and you will enter your bank account number, you will enter your mobile number, and here also bank account number, your mobile number, and reference numbers, and deposit like the check number, bank, branch, and everything you will enter, amount you will enter, and you will sign on this one. And then can you put this in the Dropbox, or you will go to the cashier and you will submit this one? Which one is the best option?
Dropbox.
So if you put in the Dropbox, perfect. Okay, so now you have received a check 25 lakhs as top up for your home loan deposit slip. Like for your home loan, you have applied for top up, so the bank has given 25 lakhs check to you. Now this 25 lakhs check you are kept in the Dropbox. Now it was not deposited, it was not credited to your bank account after 3 days. What you will do? Do you have any authority to ask? Risky. The security guy will suggest you put it in the Dropbox. So if this is your issued check, put it in the Dropbox, because if it is not cleared, you can use your second check or third check, but received check don't put in the Dropbox. Submit in the cashier counter, because 25 lakhs worth of check you have kept in the Dropbox. by entering these details, there is no authorization signature from the bank. It is a little bit risky. 99% it may be cleared. If it is misplaced, you don't have option to check with the concerned person. So I'm giving you personal help also. I'm giving you personal suggestion here. So if it is happened like this, suppose you have received 25 lakhs check from as a top-up loan, and you have filled all the information, and the security guy don't know what is the difference between received check and issued check. Received check, if it is a valuable check, definitely don't put in the drop box, keep in the line cashier counter and submit this one. He will take this piece, and the second piece he will sign on this one, he will put it a stamp, and he will give this piece to you for your future reference. This will be helpful. Agree with me? Anyone?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is for your future reference, deposit slip. So this deposit slip will be for received check. For issued check, it is check only. So in the reference number field, you are filling the details. In the corresponding field in the system, you are entering reference number. This is check number received from the customer or your friend, whatever it may be, and you are enabling deposit slip. For this deposit slip piece, you are giving reference number here. You are entering some 5, 10, 20 something. You are depositing, you are filing this piece in your file counter. If it is cleared, no issues, you can put it in the dustbin. Until and unless it is cleared, you need to keep this piece with you for your future reference. Understood? If it is issuing, it is checkbook is with you. The checkbook is with you. If it is one is missed, you can use another check. No issues. So issued check means to the vendor. Issued check to the vendors means in the system it is check. It is check generation. So received check from customers means it is reference field and deposit slip. You need to be very much clear about these two. You need to very much clear about this one. Let me show you these things in the system, how it works, and if you have any doubts, we'll discuss. So give me a second. Let me close this application. Let me open freshly. I'm clicking on this one. So accounts payable, collapse all, payments, vendor payments. We learned from last 2 weeks, we learned this one. Click new, select the vendor payment. Vendor payment means you are issuing check. Vendor payment means you are issuing check to the vendor. For these lines, you need to select the vendor and you can enter the amount. Or you can select settle transactions, or you have proposal. There are multiple options. I will understand this one later. I will make sure You will learn all those things later. I have entered manually. Now you are issuing check. For this check method, for this method of payment check, so what I'm doing, I'm enabling bank transaction type is not mandatory, it is not an issue. Offset account type bank, offset account type has bank, check number is mandatory. These two check boxes enabled. And the payment control, these two check boxes enabled. These two check boxes enabled. Now check number cannot be entered manually, it is disabled. So you need to click on generate payments. You need to click on generate payments and the method of payment check. And bank is USMF operations. Click OK. That's all. Now check number is filled automatically 792 because in my checkbook it is 792 is there, that number it is coming. And click on document. So always the document it will be printer. Always it will be printer, means if in case you are working with your company system, if you are working with your company system, then if your company system has default printer, it will print automatically. Suppose if you are practicing in your standalone system, no issues. If you are practicing in your company system, suppose if there is any default printer is there, then it will, if you click, if you are not selecting anything, it will print automatically. So my suggestion is select screen. Select screen, don't print, otherwise it is waste of your papers because you are practicing. Screen, click OK. Click OK. Now it is generating check. Generating check process means it is issuing check to your vendor. So now what happens if you generate this check? System will print the information on the check. Instead of manual entry, it will print this information. To whom you are giving, what is the amount, what is the amount, and what is the date. Everything will be printed by system. That is check generation. It is check generation or generate payments means you are generating check means it is printing the information on the printer. Sorry, I'm sorry. And the check, the printer is, it is printing on the check. So it will be updated with check number 792. So it is taking some time. So it will, whenever you are generating check, first time it will take a minute or 2 minutes time. But in real time scenario, if it is a like live environment or production environment, for the business users, it will take only 5 seconds to 10 seconds, not even not 5 seconds. It may take 1 second, 2 seconds also for them because their servers are high speed servers, high end servers. So for us practicing purpose, our laptop internal system, it will take a minute or 2 minutes time. Okay, it is generating the print of the check. So now it is screen. Let it be processed. So check number will be filled here automatically. So if you want, you can open this file, then it will be opened. So I'm just opening, but I don't have this option. Okay, it is not generating. The print is checkbox should be, the printer should be mapped. I mean to say, the reports should be deployed properly. That is not done in my demo system. Leave it that one. Now check number is updated. Now we can post it. In the real-time scenario, it will be printed to the printer. It will be like the printing will be happened against the check. Let me show you once again. This is check generation process. So the check generation process you are using for vendor payment process. Let me show you once again quickly. So accounts payable module, collapse all, payments, vendor payment journal, click on new, select the journal name. This how to create this journal name we will understand. Lines, select the vendor account for which vendor you are going to do. That vendor you need to select. Suppose I'm selecting US 101. And the amount you can enter manually, how much amount you are giving, or you can select settle transactions, or one more function, payment proposal. What is this? All these things I will explain you later. You will understand. Okay. Now bank, you have selected offset account bank, USMF operations. The method of payment is check. If it is method of payment is check, we need to enter the check number. So we cannot enter manual entry. The check number cannot be entered manually. This is disabled field. So for that you need to click on generate payments. Method of payment check. Bank is USMF operations. Click OK. The next check number 793 will be shown. And you can click OK. Then if you have any default printers, it will print automatically. It will automatically print on the printer actually, but I don't want. If you have default printers to your system, please click on document and change this one printer to screen. Okay, if you don't have any printer, default printer, no issues. It's not an issue, because why I'm telling this one, it is a waste of your paper. Okay, I'm selecting screen. Click OK. Click OK. Now this time it will be generated a little bit quicker. First time it will take 2 to 3 minutes time. Now it will be maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds something. Look at this one, number is updated. So you can save this file or you can open this file. This is the print format, this one. Okay, it is in PDF format. I don't have PDF format, that is the reason I'm not able to open. Okay, I'm leaving this one, the print format. Now you can post. This is for vendor payment process. Now if it is a customer payment, what happens? From the customer I have received checks. So accounts receivable module, collapse all, payments, customer payment journal. Click on new button. Select the journal name. Click on lines. This is for customer payment, because you have received checks. Suppose SBI check you have received. Now select the customer. From which customer you have received check, that customer you need to select. suppose US001. Okay, now you have option to select settle transactions or payment proposal, that I will explain later. Now you have received a check, so suppose 500 check. Now you have method, check method, but in this method of check method or method of payment, here what I'm doing, I'm making, this is configurable. I'm making deposit slip is mandatory, payment reference is mandatory, and offset account type bank. These three checkboxes I have enabled. Offset account type bank, deposit slip is mandatory, payment reference is mandatory. I have made mandatory of these three checkboxes. Now, so check you have received, that check number, it is 45023 check number oblique, the date is 02 October 21, and this is SBI check. I'm entering here SBI check, SBI Miapur branch. If you want, you can write here also SBI. You can mention the description clearly, SBI Miapur branch. So this is because you have received check, that is not a continuous number. Whatever the customers are giving, this checks is not continuous, because one customer may has given like SBI check, another customer may give Axis Bank check, another customer has given like Punjab National Bank check, another customer has given like Lakshmi Gramina Bank check. Yes, it may be any checks. This is customer checks I have received. That check number I need to enter, because it is not continuous number, that may be any bank, any check number, and the date. And I'm making use deposit slip mandatory, and offset account type bank. Now I'm posting.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption. It's supposed to be debit, right? Because debit the receiver, credit the giver. So we are receiving the payment. So it has to be 500 should be in debit column, right?
So actually we are receiving money from the customer, and our bank balance will be increased. Am I right?
Yes.
So my bank balance should be debit, and this is credit. That whatever you are applying at the time of invoicing, I know like there is a lot of confusion. One is at the time of invoice, customer will be debited. At the time of payment, our bank or cash will be debited. Agree with me?
Okay.
Like, yeah, please.
Satya, there's one field called payment status.
Huh.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to explain later, but can you just
Yeah, we'll
explain? Okay.
discuss. Okay, now it was posted. This status you will understand later. Definitely I will discuss with you a lot. It is most important. We'll discuss about check returns and everything, but later, not now. I will show you if it is required. Now I will show you. Now deposit slip is enabled, and payment reference number. Remember, if you receive a check, the field is in the system, it is not a check, it is payment reference number with use deposit slip. Now if you go to the bank, reference number is there and use deposit slip is there, but I have not given numbering. Now click on functions, deposit slip, click OK. Now I am giving numbering to this one. This is a printout. I don't want printout. I'm canceling. Now it is number I have given 0001. For this piece, whatever I have received from the bank, the piece deposit slip, for this piece I will give numbering 1. I will give 1, I will make 1, and I will deposit, or I will file this in my folder, that is 001. Understood? Let me show you once again. For customer checks, I'm going to accounts receivable module, collapse all, payments, customer payments, click on new, select the customer, select the journal name. This is journal name. This is, we can configure as per our requirement. We can configure customer payment, click on lines. So the date is coming automatically. Actually, this is my application is US time zone. In US time zone, it is Sunday night 8 o'clock. That is the reason it is showing 3rd October. In reality, for India, it is 4th October morning. Okay, and the voucher number, somewhere it is mapped, it is coming automatically. From where it is coming, I will explain you later. You are going to learn. USMF company, this is USMF company, that is the reason it is company. Now you need to select the customer. Suppose US001 is the customer number. Okay, it is not filled. Now, so you can select settle transactions against which invoice the customer has given. I can select, or you can enter amount directly. You can enter amount directly, or you can select the invoice which is already invoiced. This is invoice is generated 268.13. I'm selecting. At the time of invoice, customer will be debited. At the time of payment, customer will be credited. Now select the bank, USMF operations, whatever the bank, your bank. This is your bank, and method of payment is check. We are receiving through check. And if I'm trying to post, I will get error messages. Without reference number, without deposit slip, if you are trying, it will throw error message, because we made configuration as payment reference is mandatory, deposit slip is mandatory, and bank account is offset account. Now look at these messages. Deposit slip must be filled in, payment reference not specified. So payment reference number should be entered. Sorry, I have closed the form directly. Lines. So now I can enter like the like Lakshmi Gramin Bank. Amirpet branch or Tilshuk Nagar branch. Now the reference check number, whatever it is received, you need to enter check reference number. It is 12046 something 562 oblique. The check date is 01 October 21. And I want deposit slip must be selected. Otherwise, if I'm trying to post, once again, it will throw error message, because we made checkboxes mandatory in such a way that deposit slip should be selected. So it is throwing error message. So deposit slip must be filled in. Okay, so blue letters means operation cancelled. and this is red means it was not processed, it was stopped. So red ribbon means stop, and warning, and this one closed. Now deposit slip must be selected. So the same thing you can see in the bank tab. Payment, payment reference number and deposit slip. Okay, fine. So now I am clicking on posting, the post button. So here deposit slip number is not filled because you have submitted in the cashier and you have taken the piece. Now you need to click on functions, deposit slip, click OK. Then number will be generated. The number will be generated. I'm not taking printout. So from where it is coming, this number means we have the process, one number you can configure. It is in the cash and bank management. It is in the cash and bank management. Collapse all, setup, cash and bank management parameters. In this number sequences, for deposit slip, one number sequence is there. Whatever this number sequence it was configured, that number sequence will be filled here in the customer payment process. So here, if you go inside this deposit slip, number is configured like 6 hashes, means 501, 502. Next number is 503. So whatever the number sequence configured in this deposit slip, that number will be filled here. So before going to post, the status will be enabled, payment status. Once it is posted, status will be locked. So this payment status definitely I will discuss with you later. Understood now? Yeah. Yes, please.
One question. So if you have 3 checks on the same day, when you generate the deposit slip, you have to do 3 times separately, or if you generate one deposit slip, it will capture all 3.
So 3 checks received, or you are giving to
received from customer. Okay. So like in the bank deposit slip you can add multiple checks on the same line, on the same slip. Yeah, something like that. Can you do that?
Yes, you can do.
Okay.
So like here, go to lines. So in real time scenario, it is not only one, it may be multiple. So 1001 customer, I think, okay. Here I have received 500 check, and now it is not filled anything. Offset account bank, I'm selecting. Method of payment check. Method of payment check. So before going to post, you can see the statuses. This I will discuss with you later. Now the check number is 63023 oblique 30 September 21 and use deposit slip. And this check is from Punjab National Bank, PNB, Vanasthalipuram. Something. Now another check I have received from another customer. Yes, 001. I have received another check. It is $450. Now the check number is 35,023. The check number is digit number here. 01 October. This is my best practice always. I will write down like this. And this is ICICI Bank. Suppose Patancheru branch. These areas are Hyderabad areas I'm using. Okay, and I'm using this used deposit slip. Yes, I can post.
So if multiple lines are added in same journal batch, only then it will capture, or can it will capture in multiple journal batch with the same date also?
Oh, no. If you are
Okay.
creating another batch number, it is different. Now for
Then-
this also,
Okay.
the same deposit slip number will not be. Suppose for first line, I want to give the deposit slip number should be 003 functions, because you are giving manually this numbering. Click OK. So I'm cancelling. This is for first line. For the second line, deposit slip number is not there. Look at this one. Still it is not there. It is not configured. Oh, it is already there. Sorry. So for this all bunch, you are giving one deposit slip number.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the deposit slip number. The setups is configured from here. How you want. Suppose I want DS0001, like that you can configure if you want, or DP001, whatever you want. So here also we can do multiple payments. We'll discuss that one also, because there is a big process, payment proposal, you will understand later. But now one is vendor payment, one is customer payment. And remember, this cash and bank management, in this module we have banks. This bank accounts is whatever the bank accounts are there. These bank accounts are my company bank accounts. For this my company, whatever the bank accounts are there. And for vendor bank means, for vendor will have another bank, that is we can configure in the vendor master. In the vendor master you can map the vendor bank account. In this vendor we can map the bank account. This is, one second, bank accounts. So vendor bank account and customer bank account. Sorry, let it be processed. Give me a minute. For the customer also you will find customer bank account. So vendor bank account is not much important for us usually, because once it is issued check to vendor, then vendor will take care about that check. If it is a customer check we are receiving, we need to note down that bank checks. So for the customer also bank accounts are there. Okay, so while doing receiving the checks, you need to enter each and everything from the customer, whatever you have received, that is customer bank account, customer check number, and customer branch, everything you need to note down in the customer payment journal. Whereas for vendor payment journal, you are issuing your check to the vendor. Vendor will take care about that one. Understood? Any questions here? Anyone, please?
Satya, I have a question regarding deposit slip. One of my teammate has raised a question that can we generate multiple lines for the one deposit slip? For the same vendor, I think yes, but a different customers generating a one deposit slip is the right option to use or not? I'm getting confused over there.
So your wish, that is here, because you are filing in the system, am I right? You are filing.
Yes.
So you can make like these three, like what he suggested, like in the one deposit slip, I can deposit all, because if it is a bank is allowing, then we can do it.
For example, one deposit slip should be configured to one vendor at a time. Tomorrow might be get changed, but on the particular
only customer, because deposit slip is a customer, am I right? I told you deposit slip means
customer
from the customers, whatever you have said. Yes, please. Yeah.
To customer, for two different customer we have received checks.
Two different checks. That is payment reference number.
Yeah, but under the same deposit slip, can we have?
Yes, it is there now. So his request is, our colleague who someone asked me, can we have the same deposit slip? Yes.
For two different customers.
Yeah, because
same customer fine. Okay.
So in this check numbers are different. If you look at this one.
So identified for which customer it has been received with the help of check number only is a unique number to identify.
Yes, always the primary is check number, am I right?
Okay. Check number with the date. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Satya.
Yes, please. Yeah.
For this, if it is multiple checks, you can't enter too much checks manually. Is there a import options available where you can import all together?
Are you talking about vendor checks or customer received checks?
Customer received checks.
Okay. So customer received checks, you are receiving one check number may be one, like 0001. Another check may be 20,533 something check number. It is different, am I right?
Correct.
So that check numbers is completely different from one customer to another customer. So we have Excel integration. If you want in the Excel you can enter all these things and you can import all the data from Excel to here.
Okay. And is there mapping that we need to do based on the Excel versus these fields?
Yeah. So if you click on Excel, actually it will not work in my system, to be frankly. If you click on Excel, what happened? It is whatever it was entered, the fields will be shown in there itself.
Oh, okay.
The fields will be shown, and you are, instead of filling here, you are filling in the Excel file.
Okay.
Every field will be there, like this is debit and this is credit, this is amount, everything will be in the Excel file. And you are feeding the data and you can publish there. Once it is entered, you need to publish. Once it is published, it will be populated here. That is the Excel beauty integration between Dynamics F&O versus Excel. So using this one.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
We can import. That is simple. But you need to enter the reference numbers. It is must. You need to enter somewhere else.
Yeah, that's right.
Mr. Satya, I have one question about customer checks. Customer gives us lots of checks. Suppose I received 200, 300 checks every day, and I need to enter in the system. That time, suppose by mistake, I did, suppose I reference number is mandatory, and I entered all the check one by one. Suppose by mistake I enter a check number duplication. Suppose 500 is for another customer, and again I enter reference number as 500. Then that time system can validate or system can give us any error or anything.
So received check system will not. The reason behind the reason behind Grameen Bank. Suppose Lakshmi Grameen Bank has given check number 5005,000, and State Bank
Correct.
of India also has given the same check number 5,000. There is a chance of duplicate. So system will not stop you. Whereas issued check, system will stop you, because this is your bank. So bank will not give you duplicate check number to you.
Correct.
So it will validate during the vendor checks, but for customer checks, it will not validate. The problem is I may receive the same check number from different banks.
Yeah.
That manually we need to validate properly. I mean to say, data entry operator should take care about that one.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So now one more person, Sidhu. Multiple bank issued checks, vendor payment, where is select the bank account. So for vendor, are you talking about Sidhu? Are you talking about vendor payments? Am I right? I think you are talking about vendor payments. So there is another process I need to explain you later on. Just I will show you, because many people are questioning something, but I will show you just information. I will explain it later, because I need your mindset to be habituated to the little bit function, advanced function. I will explain that one, but let me show you few people. So we can run the payment proposal. For vendor process, usually we will not do one by one process. What we will do? Proposal, create payment proposal. So you can select the due date. You can select the due date, and you can click on for which vendor to which vendor you can select. This is filter criteria. Suppose I'm selecting from US 0052 dot US 050. Okay, I have selected, click OK. The filter I have applied. Click OK. Then whatever the payments pending, system will propose. Okay, it is not there. So let me do for all vendors. It is empty, it is coming, because for those areas it may not be exist. Let me do remove this filter. Let me do for all. It will take some time. Give me a second. I'm applying for all vendors. I think it is my mistake, 1052. Is there vendor? Yes. Dot. Yes. 100. I'm taking this one. Otherwise, I will remove the filter. It will execute for all. Now, system is automatically processing what are the invoices pending. It will, now it is empty. So let me do for all in that case, because some amounts are not, filters are not working. Suppose if this data is not there, then it will create problems. Let me remove this filters at all. For all vendors I'm doing. So in general, in real time scenario, you will not apply any filters. You will apply for all vendors or method of payment checks. This I will do. I will explain you in detail in the next coming sessions. Not now. Just I'm showing you the high level inputs. Now it is proposing whatever the pending amounts it is proposing. Now for all these pending amounts, you can simply create payments. Then it will create the payments. So for vendor payment, we will not do one by one selection of vendor. We'll do for all vendors. But criteria, there is a filter criteria, method of payment, discount, and there are many criteria. I will discuss with you later in detail. Just I'm showing you. So it will show you all the invoices pending. It will be populate from there to here. Okay. So this process I will explain you in detail later, not now. Not now. I'm not going to explain you now. I will explain you in detail later on. This is for bulk process. There are different criteria. I will discuss this one, payment proposal, later on. Just I have shown, but I have not explained in detail. Okay. So now with the single process, one is check generation process for vendor check payments. For customer payments, you need to make sure like reference number and the deposit slip must be selected. Okay. Any doubts, any questions, any more, please? I think it is clear. So you need to practice vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment. Of course, business people are going to do it. You are not going to do it, but you need to understand. In this, I have explained invoice journal. Next, pending purchase order to invoice, I have explained. Vendor payment, we have discussed. One is cash payment, vendor cash payment. One is bank payment. Now you understood. In the same manner for customer invoices, one is free text invoice, one is sales order invoice. And customer payment also we have, one is customer cash payment, one is bank payment. So these transactions you need to practice a lot and come back to me with your doubts. Try with these scenarios multiple times. Okay. So if you have any doubts, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm stopping here for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. IST.
One quick question.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Can you minimize your can you go to the Microsoft Dynamics?
Okay. Yeah.
So on the top, if you see in the menu the black ribbon, finance and operation, then you see the path, account payable. So how do you bring this path? Because in some system it doesn't come up.
Yeah. So it is available in the system administration. System administration, collapse all, setup, client performance options. System administration, setup, client performance options. In this, you can enable, this checkbox will be disabled in your system. You need to enable legacy navigation bar, this checkbox.
Okay. And is it going to enable for all or only for my user?
For all. I mean to say for users only, for your user only. Anyhow, you are doing for your user. It will be enabled for you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. So anything else, anyone? Any more questions? So only one thing, you need to practice, you need to start practicing if you are not practiced. Vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment. Okay. So I'm stopping here for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. IST. See you all. So in another 2-3 days, maybe after 2-3 days, if it is new meeting ID is there, we will share with you new meeting ID. Maybe in next Wednesday or Thursday. It is not yet confirmed, because if it is expired, I will give you new link. Otherwise, if you have not given any link in the WhatsApp group, means it is a old link only. Always. Okay, fine. If anyone want to speak, unmute yourself and ask me. Otherwise, you can leave the session for today. Okay, I hope it is nothing. Okay. See you all. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Satya.
Thanks, Satya.